Today, your mission is simple. You must save Christmas. Wiseolddizz. What's going on, RuneScape? It's your boy Wiseolddizz, back with some more exclusive old school content. Today marks the holiday event for 2020, the Christmas event. I have not completed this yet on my account, so we will be going through this together. And the event takes place right above the Falador teleport spot and south of Goblin Village, all in the kingdom of Asgarnia. First, we'll start off by talking to Scrubfoot. He is the beginning point of this quest. Scrubfoot, you can kind of go ahead and just spacebar through the storyline if you're not interested. You're going to be clicking option 1 and then again option 1. And if you do not click those options properly, you will pretty much just go north and be kind of lost with what's going on. The event just dropped, so a lot of players are very lost with what to do. I was one of those players, and I figured out over time how to complete this small quest. It's very simple, and we'll go ahead and get through this today. Scrubfoot talks about an invasion plan that the goblins have over Christmas and over RuneScape, and our goal for today is to stop that and to change the goblins' minds. Again, you can just tab through this. I made sure that I clicked every option just because at this point I had not completed the event before and I was not sure what the requirements really were. And also I checked the event log and the quest log, and there is no quest for this, so it's just a holiday event, no quest line. Now I came back and I talked to Scrubfoot one more time and make sure I clicked all the options just so I knew that I didn't have to go back and do it again. And now we run back up to Goblin Village. And we're going to be having a talk with both the generals to find out why the invasion is taking place and how we can prevent it. In this holiday event, there are no items required to complete the actual event, but I went ahead and put 2 stamina potions in my inventory just because I was unsure of what I would be needing to complete this holiday event. First, we'll talk to them, and I just spacebarred through this whole conversation. I knew they were trying to take Christmas, so we wanted to go ahead and talk to them about that. Of course, they have a dispute about armor, red armor, green armor. They're not sure what they like better. And at this point, you want to make sure you click all of the options when talking to them to make sure that you can unlock the feature that will allow you to ask them questions about the different types of decorations, food, and gifts. At this point, we are agreeing to... There we go. We unlocked the storyline. We are agreeing to help them. So we ask about decorations. Then I'll ask about trees. Next, I'll talk about gifts. And lastly, we will talk about the food. And for the food portion of it, we will just be going underground in the same kitchen we went to for Recipe for Disaster. First off, I knew from previous scouting out that this large boulder was on the cliff. And assuming that they want a tree, we're going to have to move that boulder down into the village. And this is the one area of the quest that I believe if you have low agility levels, or if you don't have a lot of stamina, the stamina potion will come in very clutch at this part of the quest. boulder looks like a potato. How can I move it? Oh wait, there's a stick just south of here. We're going to go ahead and pick up this stick and use the stick on the boulder to toss it down into the village. And voila, it has just been put in the middle of the village. Run back into the village, and now we'll go underground to the kitchen we were in for Recipe for Disaster. We'll talk to the Goblin Cook, ask him about Christmas, and that we have to find some ingredients around the kitchen. Now here's where I found my ingredients. I searched the cupboard, found the first one, the stale bread. Number 2, found the moldy sawdust. And number 3, search the sacks, and there is the rotten meat. We'll talk to the Goblin Cook about Christmas one more time, and he'll explain to us that we need to put the stale bread, moldy sawdust, and the rotten meat inside of the pot right there in front of us. After that, you'll get a type of stew or food that we need to give to the Goblin Generals. But first, let's go down to this cave where everyone is going into. Here's where we will be going to get the different lights, the red lights and the green lights. Run north and get a sled. And with this sled, it'll be kind of like the quest where we were on a sled going to get the different flowers in Trollheim. We'll slide down this long slide, and if Scrubfoot can do it, so can we. Now basically for this slide, I wasn't sure if we could fall off and get injured or if there was a certain trick to it. And in all reality, just click through the slide, and at the end of the slide, you will jump off into another landing where the red light and green light creatures are, where we can collect those. So at this point, I just clicked through the entire slide. Very cool imagery on how Jagex did this though. Now I know there's different patches on the ground here. Some make it faster, some make it slower, but I really didn't think that made much of a difference in the long run. So I just went ahead and just moved my way through it without really noticing the markers too much on there. And at this part, I wouldn't say my route is the fastest route. Maybe you could have taken that, the different marks on the ground and followed a quick route there. But for this, I was able to just move right on ahead, and there's my landing spot at the end. And we're slow rolling through here, and the lines will pick our speed up, and we fly through the air. That is a very cool imagery there, Jagex. I like it. Now in this part, again, I wasn't sure, there was no guides out at the time, so I just picked up one of each of the lights, and then eventually I got even more. I collected more lights than you need. You just need one of each. Then click on the crevice on the side of the wall, get you back out to where you were before, and we'll go over and talk to the Goblin Generals. Talk about Christmas. We're going to go ahead and give them the decorations, talk about the trees. Now we'll talk about food. They're very happy with the food, they're happy with the rock tree. Talk about decorations. Last but not least, we need to worry about the gifts. And at this part, the gifts, I wasn't so sure about where to go, but then as I moved a little bit more to the south, I found that the gifts were just in this little chest right down here. And from here, what you do is you pick items that were more similar to a goblin's interest. So I chose the meat. Then I chose the goblin mail. And lastly, I chose the shield. And from there, you're given a goblin present bag, a goodie bag, and we're going to go ahead and give that to the generals, and that should complete the holiday event. After doing all these tasks for the different generals, they have decided that they do not want to ruin Christmas for everyone, and they are not going to continue their attack on Christmas. Everyone is happy, and the Goblin Village is now at peace, and they are all celebrating Christmas as well. And at this point, I was able to look at all the different items that I received. This is my first Christmas event that I've completed, so I have all the items waiting for me in Django and in my inventory as well. I also finished up all the song tracks that I did not have. I already had the music cape, but I was able to get all the songs finally. And this is the actual main item we get from this year's holiday event. It's a giant, looks like our Christmas tree we helped the goblins with. And we're going to go ahead and use it now and see how it attacks. Not the most powerful, but very funny animation. With that being said, I'm so thankful for everyone watching today. Thank you all for watching. I hope I was able to help you out during this holiday event. If you liked my content, please subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know some of your favorite holiday events over the years. As always, stay wise.
I'm on a mission, I'm focusing on my vision. Never see competition, cause all I know is I'm winning. Always knew I was different, I knew it since the beginning. I told them they never